What is up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma Goes, and this is my van that I live in full-time, traveling America. And speaking of living in a van, I am going to do a Q&A today all about van life. So I collected questions from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm going to answer all your burning questions. And I'm going to try not to make the responses super long because I do that by accident a lot. So without further ado, let me pull up my notes app and we will get started. Let's go. All right. Are you spending more or less money than you expected to? I am spending... That's a hard question. I'm going to combine these questions into one. So it's, are you spending more or less money than you expected to? And do you do jobs here and there for money, or are you living off savings? So basically, since I left in the van in January, I've been living off of my last 2 paychecks from my job that I quit in December. I've been doing random things here and there to make some cash, like I'm doing a little bit of stick and poke tattooing. I've been doing a little bit of custom jean jacket making, so just a couple random creative things. I timed the van life thing really well because I was getting pretty low, and then I filed my tax return, so now I have another little chunk of money to live off of for a while and figure out what I'm going to do next. So the answer to the second part of the question is, are you spending more or less money than you planned? And I'm spending much less money than I expected to spend because I don't have other expenses like rent or electric bill. I'm saving a lot more money. Basically, it's really easy to live cheap in a van. You can just buy very basic groceries and have it last you for a pretty long time. And if you have friends that you're staying with and you want to have more of like a community-based living experience, which a lot of van lifers do and a lot of van lifers really appreciate, then there's a lot of, oh, I'll cook dinner tonight and then tomorrow you cook dinner. So it kind of saves you ingredients and money when you're all kind of coming together and providing food and things like that for people. But yes, overall I'm spending much less money. Most of my money goes to gas and food. That's pretty much it. I don't treat myself that much because this whole life is a goddamn treat. Short answer is I'm definitely spending much less. Like usually a paycheck from my job would last me right up until about my next paycheck, and I would have almost no money, which would be like a 2-week period. I get paid every 2 weeks. And now I've lasted like a month and a half on just my last paycheck. So just for reference, I've definitely been spending a lot less money. Okay. Exercising on the road. Okay, so I'm not sure about other countries for van life, but for America, highly recommend getting a Planet Fitness membership. That is so helpful. Not only does it allow you to shower whenever you want, but you can also have a workout. But if you don't want to spend $20 a month for the Planet Fitness membership, there are shower options available. A lot of public parks will have bathrooms with showers on the outside, especially if it's near the beach. The showers will be cold, but it's still a shower. You can always try to meet people in the places that you are who live in a house and see if they'll offer you amenities like shower and laundry. But for me personally, I really just use Planet Fitness. Something else that I've done is find yoga studios that have locker rooms with a shower. So if I'm going to go to a yoga class, I'll try to find a studio that has a locker room so I can shower after. But 99% of the time, it's Planet Fitness. And then another person asked, how often do you shower? And that really just depends on what I'm doing. If I'm in the city, I could shower every day if I wanted to. I don't because I think that's pointless, and I think it's bad for you to shower every day. Bad for your hair, bad for your skin, and it's just unnecessary. So probably a couple times a week if I'm living in the city. If I'm out camping, maybe once or twice a week max. It depends on how close I am. Like for example, in Sedona, we were like a 20-minute drive into town, so I'd shower maybe like twice a week. if I'm out in the middle of nowhere, it can go a week. You do little showers in your sink if you really need to wash certain parts of your body, but just put your hair up. If you're going on a hike every day, it doesn't really matter, you know, showering is not that important. What happens when you're sick? I have never been sick in the van yet, but based on what everybody else says in the van life community, the people that I've met, it's basically just the same as being in a house. You just kind of stay in your bed and you don't leave the van. When you live in this space, it feels like you're home. It doesn't feel unsecure. I know that some people that I've seen on YouTube, if they're very sick, they'll get a hotel or they will stay with a friend because some sicknesses require like 24-hour bathroom access. So it just depends on what sickness you have, but like a cold or something, you know, or even like a stomach bug, if it's not too emergency, like you can stay in the van. Do you find yourself missing any of the amenities of the non-van world? I mean, it's more convenient to be able to wake up and immediately go into your bathroom and go to the bathroom if you have to in the morning. However, it's really not that bad. I miss my juicer a lot. I miss like having a blender because I don't have the electrical capacity to run a blender for that long. I have a blender. I thought I was going to be able to use it, but it's just too taxing on the inverter, so I don't use it. But overall, no, not really. I really enjoy this lifestyle. I really enjoy the minimalism of it. I enjoy like having to figure shit out and not just having everything at my fingertips. And I enjoy living in a smaller space. It's just simpler, just less to worry about and cheaper and more fun. So overall, not really. I'm surprised to say, but not really, no. If the van is your home, are you actually saving money on rent type of things, or is the maintenance and repairs like the mortgages or rent? Most rents are averaging around $1,000 a month, plus electric, plus internet, plus heat and hot water. So I'm absolutely saving money. I'm not spending anywhere near that amount on a monthly basis. Do you have a destination? No, I don't. And that's the best part about this whole thing, is that I can do whatever the hell I want and go wherever the hell I want. It's amazing. This is like the main reason I wanted to live in a van, was to feel the freedom to be able to go to somewhere and spend however long I want to there. And then when I feel like I want to leave, I can leave. I have a very general plan of what I'm doing in the next couple months. The only other thing that I really have to do is I'm gonna be back in Connecticut in August, the end of August, but I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet if I want to drive there or fly, because I'll only be there for like a couple of days. So I haven't decided, but the short answer is no destination, just kind of going with the flow, and it's awesome. What's the coolest place you've been so far, or name a couple of cool places? I really loved Savannah, Georgia, beautiful city. I loved Sedona, was probably one of the most magical places I've ever been. Highly recommend it. Even if you're new to hiking, there are hikes that are absolutely gorgeous, that are really easy, and like the rocks are just amazing. Everything's amazing. Go to Sedona. San Diego, where I am now, is beautiful. It's really great for van life. The weather's absolutely perfect every day, pretty much. I will update this question. I'll come back to it at a later date once I've gone to more places, and we'll see. Meeting new people. So if you want to, meeting people in the van life community is pretty easy. I'm very lucky because I left and drove straight to Arizona to a van life meetup, and I met like 30 new friends there. So when I left, I had no in real life van life friends, and I made literally 30 new friends all in like a second. So now I have a big group of people that I love and can see, and there's some people literally parked right next to me that I met at RTR. There are apps. There's the Van Life app that can connect you with people. I think the best way to do it if you are solo traveling is through a meetup like I did, because then you just have this abundance of people to meet, and odds are someone will be going to the same place as you are after the meetup, and you can maybe caravan with them. Or Instagram is the other like really helpful tool in meeting other van lifers, because you can just search van life and see where people are and connect with them through there and things like that. It's a really great tool. So Instagram is... How do you plan your day with so many options? I wish that I had a good answer for this question. There are so many options, but I have no time limit. It's not like you're going on vacation and you have to pack everything into a week. I definitely have a more relaxed attitude about it. Basically just wake up and are like, what do you want to do today? And we do it. But sometimes, just like in a house or, you know, whatever, you just want to have a day where you stay in bed and do nothing. Or you don't leave the house or leave the van, you know? So, like, there are days where, like, yeah, I could go and I could go on a hike and I could do this and I could do this. But sometimes I'm just feeling chilling and not doing anything. And that does not change when you move into a van. Do you have a very tiny stove/oven or a 2-burner stove? Okay, I'll show you what I have right now. I have 2 options. So this is my 2-burner. It goes like this. Basically, this is what I use more when I'm camping. I don't always just take this out because it's kind of big. But I do have a 2-burner. It's an Everest 2-burner. I really like it. No complaints at all. But I have another option that I use more often, so let me show you that one. So this is what I use more often. It's just a single burner, and it goes right onto the propane tank. So you just screw it on to here, and it's just easier because I live alone, so I'm not always making like huge batches of things. So I just use this to boil water or to make like a pot of soup or something small. That's my cooking setup for now, and I am really happy with it. No complaints at all. I love this thing. It was only like $18 and it was so worth it. So the last question is, where do you go to the bathroom? The age-old van life question. And the answer is that it depends. So same thing as a shower. If I'm in the city, there are an abundance of bathrooms, gas stations, stores, Walmarts, public parks, trailheads. They're everywhere. You don't really need to worry about bathrooms when you're in a city or even a small town. There are bathrooms available. But if you're camping, you have some other options to choose from. So if you're camping, you can just squat and pee outside. You can dig a hole and poop into the hole. I've never done that, but I'm sure I will at some point. But a lot of people have a toilet. A lot of people have a pee jug. If this is TMI, I'm sorry, but you asked the question. There are a lot of different types of toilets. You can get a composting toilet, which I do not have. It's expensive. You can get a cassette toilet, which is what I have. I'll show you it in a minute. And beyond that, there's another option that's literally just a bucket, and then you put like a bag into it. So you like go into the bag and then you tie up the bag. One is not necessarily better than the other. It's really just about what you are comfortable with and what, you know, works the best for you and your setup. But I will show you my toilet. So the toilet that I have currently is in the back of my van. Okay, so this is my toilet here. It's a cassette toilet, so basically that's how it works. And the black water goes down here, and then you have to dump it. You put chemicals in it and you have to dump the black water somewhere. I have never used it before, so when I do, leave a detailed review for you all. Okay, so that is all the questions that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this cleared some stuff up. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It really, really helps me, and you will not miss any more travel content if you do. So I'm gonna go and spend the day in San Diego. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on the next adventure.